SHOFCO staff, we like addressing people through him. Sawa. Those are the powers. Yes, our national chairman, up to date, SHOFCO staff in your media circle, there are 560. I'm not sure of the data that the HR office has because sazingine wanakuanga ngumu kutoa to protect the data, sindio? Lakini kama uko hapa, I want to tell you something sweet. Imagine, who would have imagined that a SACCO or a financial institution that was started in Kibra right now is eating 0.5 billion asset base. Who would have imagined that right now, in terms of deposits or your saving members, we are eating 0.15 billion. Share capital, we are eating 25 million. Why am I posing these questions to you? SACCO is winning. Are you part of the winning team?
Yes.
Sawa? Kindly members. Najua wengi wenu ni members. Na nimeona new staff hapa. Wewe kuja SACCO, kama ulitoka mbali, umetoka Umabei, Mombasa, wapi, na unataka kukaa Nairobi, wewe ingia SACCO the next day tukupatie kitu kinaitwa karibu loan. Upambane naye. Sawa?
As SHOFCO, we have a strategic plan. And our strategic plan has 4 key pillars. Pillar number 1 is growth through the SHOFCO urban network, which is SAN. Na mmesikia watu wa SAN wakiongea hapa. Tunaendelea kugrow ama tuendelee? Tunaendelea. Tunagrow kidogo ama tunagrow sana? Sana. Yes? Sana. So the objective there, by the time tukifika 2025, tuko na a minimum of 2.4 million SAN members across the country. And across the entirety of the country. Yeah? Minimum 40 counties, Meskia, Catherine and December. Yes? But then the next question becomes, so we get new SAN members, then what? The question is, what benefits are we bringing to those places where we go and we have new SAN locations? Sindio? Members on wanawauliza. So the second pillar in our strategic plan is around service delivery. All these programs tumesikia tukiongea juu yake, kama ni mambo ya maji, kama ni mambo ya livelihoods, kama ni mambo ya gender, kama ni mambo ya health, kama ni mambo ya women empowerment, kama ni mambo ya elimu, whether it's through scholarships or through an expansion of our current education program. Mambo ya young people in particular, our youth, we want to make sure that we are working with them to give them opportunities for livelihoods. Yes? So all those services that fall under the programs that we've had been discussed here, pillar number 2. Now, our pillar number 3 is around partnerships. Partnerships. And we want to make sure that through SAN, we can advocate with our local government, with our national government. Sijuzi umeona CEO wetu picha yake, mkajua hata sisi sio kidogo. Sasa tunataka hata kwa counties, kama ni Mombasa, Kakamega, Kisumu, mahali popote ambapo tuko, we make sure that tunafanya a similar thing with our county governments. Because we want to make sure that as we continue to work through SAN, we can leverage resources that sit within government, that sit within other NGOs, that sit even with the private sector, that can help us to bring benefit to the communities that we are there to serve. So partnerships. And then number 4 is around some of the global engagements that our CEO has been involved in, where we are saying that local organizations like SHOFCO, if SHOFCO can go from being where it was to where it is today, and going to even bigger places, how about those CBOs that you work with the SAN? Yes? How about those CBOs? How about those other local organizations in those locations? Our CEO has been advocating that localization agenda, that resources come down to the ground. And as SHOFCO going forward, as we expand, we'll be looking to see how can we work through our SAN expansion with local organizations in different parts of the country. So mine is to say, number one, thank you very much for all the hard work that we've done this year. I'm really grateful that now we are able to plan ahead, plan in advance, and make sure that we are able to deliver based on the plans that we have. Because that's part of what forms the foundation, so that as we go forward, we're able to do even more.
So we had 18 students who completed the KCSE this March. Of the 18, so we had 5 who graduated from U.S. high schools. They've all transitioned to U.S. universities. Of the 13 in Kenya, from Kenya, they've all been placed by COOPs at university or diploma courses throughout the country. But of those 13, 2 have received full scholarships as a Scholar for Impact to attend SHOFCO University in Ghana, which is a global top 200 university for universities with the biggest impact. Traveling in January, we have 3 students who have been shortlisted for a MasterCard scholarship at USIU, just down the street in Nairobi. If they don't succeed here, they'll likely be going to the University of Rwanda. We have another student who graduated from a Kenyan high school who has applied to university in the US and will be receiving feedback shortly. So it was a great success for our first year of graduates. As you pray for the Class 6 and the Class 8s, we ask that you also keep your Form 4s and their prayers. It'll be our second class. I think of all the classes affected by COVID, this is probably the class who had the tightest calendar, so we ask that you continue to think of them. Other updates from Future Ed, this will be the first year that we are graduating 2 Class 8s from KSG. It's the first double spree. So our program will be expanding next year. Instead of taking 21 students, we'll be taking 34. We will also start having a larger presence in Mathare next year because those students will be in Class 8. So at the end of next year, Future Ed, instead of taking 20 kids per year, will be taking 60. So we're seeing growth. Yeah, I'll say, the growth that are headed off for university, it's my hope that in 4 or 5 years, as we do new staff introductions, we'll be having some PhD graduates here with university diplomas from around the globe.
So let's give them a clap. Overall, we are doing a lot of integration with all the programs, and this year, beginning of the year, we want to do a lot of mainstreaming with all the departments, including issues of gender and mental health. So basically, within SHOFCO, we have mental health trainers who are available to reach out to any staff who might have any kind of stress for peer-to-peer support. But we're also getting into Mombasa come next year to do mental health training and Kisumu. So that's the update, and I thank you so much. And within gender, we have different staffing. We have the program officer, we have the coordinators in Mombasa and Ikulu. We have case workers, and we have interns who are either interning as counselors or social work within the different departments. Thank you all for your support, and you'll be seeing us in your department.
And we expect to be in about 6 or 9 months, we'll be in 40 counties. 40 counties. So I think SAN will be in each of your counties. In the a country. So we also are looking at you to spread the SAN message at home, whether you work in SAN. Cindy, thank you. So
our women, through a program we call SWEP, SHOFCO Women Economic Empowerment Program, where we enroll women for a tailoring course and dressmaking. That takes 3 months, and after 3 months, we certify them, and we also support them to start their own business. We're also doing entrepreneurship training, where we are training youths and women who may want to start their own business or are already in business. We're also giving some business grants, depending on the grant that we have, and we have supported women in both Mombasa and also in Nairobi. We're also providing mentorship to those already in business and may want to start their own business. We're also doing vocational training, placement. We work in different vocational institutions, both in Nairobi and Mombasa. And in Mombasa, we have placed over 400 youth into different TVETs, where we are paying their school fees, and we are supporting them with the internship even after that. Then from there, we take them through our job placement process, where we are working with different partners to place them with them so that we are able to acquire some work to do. We are currently doing our new strategy as a department. Our last strategy ended last year, and we have contracted BFA Global to support SL in crafting a new strategy. In terms of engaging youth, we have been working with 5 running programs this year. 2 of them have ended, and 3 of them are running. We had the Mitsubishi grant. We have the Tenaka program, which I said we are using it to expand to Mombasa, and we are opening a SWEP site in Mombasa in Bangladesh, hopefully before the end of the year, because we have already the grant. So we are working on a few logistics to ensure that we are able to do that. So we are also trying to see whether we can diversify our many products under SWEP. I'm sure there are some guys who have come from different sites from Sun who have come to our office this morning. We have been able to show you what we are doing, but we want to diversify that into many products and also support our women to see whether we can get even new markets for our products. We work with Sun closely because we use Sun as our vessel to enter into the communities that we work with. And in case we want any groups, we talk to Sun and they are able to give us the kind of people we want to work with. So for the new site where we are going to come in, please be sure that we are going to work with you. Thank you very much, and we all
And WASH means water, sanitation and hygiene. So in matters of water supply, tunapeana maji Kibera, Mathare, Mombasa na kwingineko tukitumia our legendary aerial pipeline system, where we purify our water to make sure that communities are getting very safe water. So in Kibra we have connections, 4 water kiosks, and we also have private connections, by the way, for some strategic public toilets, so that people can bath and also use the toilet facilities in those places. In Mathare we have 3 water kiosks, and this year we opened the Mombasa branch, if I can call it that way, where we are now providing water in Shomoroni to the communities of Maweni and to the communities of Bangladesh. We are also doing water housing through our partnership with the Sun teams, and therefore we have one boza in Siaya, we have another boza which is operating here in Nairobi, and we have another boza that is operating in Mombasa. And for that, I want to really thank what I call the friends of WASH, starting with our guy Mandebu has been very helpful. Same to Godfrey and George Okewa, as well as Martin. I mean, the water supply that we are doing, the infrastructure that we are setting up all over, it really requires a lot of community coordinations. And those guys that I've mentioned, they have done a superb job. And to that effect, we are expanding water supply so that we are able to cover like the whole of Kibra, sub-county, all the way from Nainisapa, Silanga, Makina, the whole of Katwekera up to Lynn here. And we are doing that by drilling 5 boreholes. We have already drilled 3. 2 in Subra, tayari moja tushafunga pump, ingine tunafunga pump kesho. Makina tumemaliza, so tunaanza ile tunaitanga test pumping na kupima hiyo maji tuone hali yake. And today we are starting to drill Lindi, alafu tumalize na Nainisapa, tuwe tunashimba hizo boreholes, then tuweke hizo mabomba, hiyo ni Kiswahili, mabomba ya kusafisha maji ndio communities waweze kukunywa nini, waweze kunywa maji safi. So we will be having a whole, or we will be developing cover the whole of Kibra. The other thing that we are doing is on matters of sanitation and hygiene. One is that we are working with 51 schools in the Kibra sub-county, where we are promoting social behavior change practices in the 51 schools through working in the school health clubs. We are also supporting all the girls at menstruating age in all those schools with the sanitary towels for every month for the next 2 years. Yeah, thank you very much. So again, also in terms of the community, we are also doing a lot of hygiene and sanitation activities. We tunapima maji kwa zile all the water points ambazo people are getting water, not only the SHOFCO taps, but also the other taps by any other vendors. Responding to outbreaks through the health department, and we are also doing a lot of community cleaning exercises. And we are going to have a very massive one in the next 2 weeks. We want to clean the whole of Kibra sub-county. Tutoe takataka yote in collaboration with the county government.